Good evening, everyone. So let's start with a simple exercise. I want everyone to breathe in and out when I say it. Are we ready? Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now look at the person next to you and say, I love you. How did I make you feel? Uncomfortable? Strange? Awkward? For some of you, it may have felt unnatural because you may not know the person next to you. And for others, it was so uncomfortable that you did not say it at all. And now I want you to ask yourself why. Why is love something so fundamental for our existence, so hard to believe in or even to express? Why do we limit it to a group of people, like our parents, our children, even our partners, and if we are lucky, our friends too? And why is it that we condition it? Like, I need to know you to love you. I need to spend time with you in order for me to love you. Today, I'll be talking about the true power of love, how it shapes our lives, how we can redefine it, and how it makes the world a better place. Let's begin with exploring your perception of love. What is love? To guide your thoughts, I want you to consider those 3 points. First, how did your childhood influence your idea of love? Second, how did your personal experiences, whether with friendship, family, or even relationship, influence your understanding of love? And last, how did society influence your perception of love? When I was reflecting on those questions myself, I realized something surprising. My perception of love wasn't truly my own. It was shaped by my upbringing, personal experiences, and also by society. Growing up, I thought that love was wanting a man to love me like my dad loved my mom, but not quite, because I saw that their marriage was not perfect, and I did not want the imperfect part. And my mom always told me, Bienvenue, you need to marry a man who will love you more than you love them. So when I started dating, I got into a relationship with a guy who I felt like did not love me more than I loved them. I broke up. And when I felt like I did not really love them also, I broke up. And that was because the love had to be there, but not just a lot from my side. But the truth is, my idea of love wasn't authentic. It was pieced together from external influences instead of coming from within me. Therefore, I start asking myself the question, what is love? What is the true essence of love? And how can one redefine love? I came to the conclusion, after a lot of research and coming from within me, I realized that true love starts by loving yourself, because you cannot give what you do not have. And when I was 15, I had acne. And for those who know, acne is the worst. It was my first time having it, so I felt the ugliest person on earth. And I became very rude. For those who know me, I'm not a rude person. And I became very concerned about what other people think of me. I could not get out of my house without makeup, and I put every kind of makeup I could afford on my face. But then I got tired, mostly tired of putting makeup on, because having to wake up an hour early just to put makeup was tiring. So I stopped. I stopped putting makeup on when I was going to school, and also I stopped putting all the product because it did not work at all. And I try to make myself not care about what other people think. And I realized that people really did not care about my face. I was the one who cared. So I pin my beauty, I pin it to my appearance. When what people loved about me was my character and the way I wear. Eventually, by the grace of God, I found a product that worked, and I cleared my acne off. And I even loved myself more at that time because I learned first to accept who I were and that this is just appearance. Later on, I realized that everything that I told was me was not really me. It was just what I thought it was, but it was not me. So, love is, all right. So I realized also that love is acceptance. It's not expectations. When we have too much expectations on others, we are setting ourselves up for deception. And also, we often talk about love as a feeling. Love is not only a feeling, because feelings can be fleeting and deceptive. It can change and it can also trick you. Love is more than a feeling. Love is an action. Love is kindness, compassion, empathy, and love is patience. Therefore, let's talk about love in action. In 2019, I moved from Congo to South Africa. And for those who do not know, in Congo we speak French, and in South Africa they speak English. So I had to learn English. It was hard. And I started going to high school. I was in grade 10 at the time. And communicating with people was the hardest because I could take forever to finish one sentence. And I could see in people's eyes that they were not that patient with me. So I started just being on my own because I did not want the pressure of having to find what to say every time. But there was that one girl. Her name was Kasi. Kasi really showed me what love was in action. She was patient with me. She took time to understand my broken English. She encouraged me to keep going every time I wanted to stop because I couldn't find the right word. She corrected my mistake, and she celebrated my progress. Her empathy and compassion really boosted my confidence. And I could stay there talking to her for hours and without realizing that I was speaking English. And Kasi really changed my life. Now imagine how transformative this love will be in other contexts. Among coworkers, among strangers on the streets, or even between conflict nations. If we could all practice kindness, patience, compassion, and empathy, how many conflicts will be resolved? In this fragmented world, love has the power to unite us. It has the power to build stronger relationships and healthier communities. Love has the power to make us understand each other better, avoid conflict, and foster compassion. But love also requires courage, a lot of it. The courage to be vulnerable, the courage to forgive yourself and others, the courage to keep going even when things get hard. Because it's not always going to be easy, but it's always worth it. So today, I would like to leave you with a challenge. Redefine your love. What is love to you? But my advice for you will be to start by loving yourself, because you can only give what you have. And as we go out today, let's be kind to each other. Let's be patient towards others. Let's have empathy and compassion, putting ourselves in other people's shoes and helping them accordingly. Let's make this world a better place for generations to come. Thank you.